An interesting conversation today that I think sheds light on the interplay between my critical parent and my loving parent that I wanted to share. In my day job, I interact with a lot of different people. I'm on the phone throughout the day. And there's this one guy that I was talking to this morning who I've been asking for him for something for a few weeks now. And he's told me he's going to do it, and he hasn't done it. So I was on the phone with him, starting to get frustrated. And I'm pushing him to really kind of commit, and he just breaks down into tears on the other end of the phone. And he's sobbing, saying, I'm not a bad guy. All these different things. All these things where you could imagine his critical parent is coming forward and like berating him, and then it comes out as him saying, I'm not these things. I'm not these bad things. And I told him, I said, you shouldn't care what I think of you. I don't think you're a bad guy, but why do you care? You don't even know me that well. I'm nobody to you. Trying to offer some compassion, trying to offer a little bit of like the letting go that comes with a loving parent, of like, you don't have to be qualified by everyone external to you. Really what matters is what you're telling yourself on the inside. And so trying to bring a bit of that wisdom, a bit of that insight to him. But at the same time, as he's saying this, he's also now asking me if I can do something for him. Can you help me with X, Y, and Z so I can do A, B, C for you? And in that moment, a really interesting thing happened. My critical parent comes forward first and is frustrated. This guy is trying to manipulate me. He's using his tears, he's using, all this negative emotion, all this beating himself up to make me feel bad for him so that I back off. And now we invert the relationship, and I have to do something for him before he can do the thing that I need him to do. And I'm pissed about that. But then my loving parent comes forward. And it took work. It took work at first to have that be a natural thing where the loving parent does come forward in those situations. And what my loving parent helped me realize was it cost me nothing to have compassion for this guy. Whether he's trying to manipulate the situation or not, he clearly is struggling with something. And so to offer him compassion, maybe to offer him some insight in that moment, again, it doesn't cost me anything. But I also get to decide where I sit in that conversation. I don't have to agree to do his thing just to make the situation better. And I didn't. I told him I couldn't do that. And I explained to him why. But I think that this idea that it goes back a little bit to the black and white thinking. We're never one thing or the other. We're never just completely pissed off at someone or in their loving embrace. You can hold many different things in your heart and realize that there is a balance. Even if you are frustrated with someone, there is opportunity to find compassion, to realize that they are struggling. The challenge for each of us throughout our days is that we intersect with so many people, and we are all so much in our own heads that it's natural to feel like they're just avatars in our world. And I think the ultimate expression of our humanity is to be able to see other people, people we don't know, people we've never met, people who, in the worst case, have done something to slight us, and see that they are human, to see that they have their own struggles, their own things that need compassion and care, and to be able to be someone who not just blindly offers that up, but who sees themselves as, I can be an agent for compassion in the world. I feel like nowadays it's so hard to find compassion. And each of us is part of that. With our snap judgments and our social media trolling and our wanting to be right. And there are so many instances where we can offer compassion to other people. And that never came easily to me before. It doesn't come easily now. But at the very least, I have another voice that helps to remind me that it is possible. For me, on my reparenting journey, it really started as addressing the inner voice, addressing the inner critical parent, and finding ways to push back against it. And that provided me an opening to begin to have more compassion for my external focus, for people outside of my focus, or outside of me. And I don't get it right all the time. Be lucky if I get it right half the time. But the idea is just to remember that when you see people out on the street, they're not like NPCs in a video game. They're people. And they have like so much stuff on their shoulders like we all do. And they're carrying around the weight of the world, and they're in their own heads. And so if there's something you can do today to offer some compassion, try to pay it forward. It doesn't have to be a big thing. It could be something like you see someone on the street who looks lost and you say, "Do you need directions?" That is a compassionate thing, to try and help someone in a moment of questioning or confusion or whatever it is. None of these things need to be huge. And I think that it's in those little interactions that, again, we build that foundation towards integrating this into our lives in a more holistic way. So I thank you for showing up as usual. In addition to finding ways to have compassion for others today, make sure you have compassion for yourself. Realize moments at which maybe you're being hard on yourself, and use the loving parent to help counterbalance that. You are deserving of love. You are loved. I'll see you back here tomorrow.